Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rebecca. I'm coming to you live from Toronto. And for today, it's my day six of the Go Live series, which is I am featuring my business partner from Hawaii. You know what, Lala, I've been working with her for quite some time. And what you call this? We've been working together. We are both mom of amazing boys. She's also healthcare facility as office coordinator. So without further ado, let me just put Lala on the spot. There you go, sis. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning from. This is all global, so it could be your morning, could be my whatever. So, hi everyone, my name is Lala. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the invite, sis.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so you know what? This Go Live series, we it's a 3 days interview with different business partners, showcasing or sharing their journey, their story, why they started the business, what turned them to learn more or search for other resources, right? So you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Let's just go straight, okay? So Sis Lala,
Uh-huh.
um, what was your pains and struggles before starting the online business?
There is many. So, but I think primarily for me was not being able to be available for the boys. It's very relatable to all the moms. They can relate. So I have two young boys. I have a 7 going 8, and I have a 3-year old.
Wow.
So I just wanted to be more available for them. But of course, financially, my husband and I wasn't making enough to allow me to stay home or have that free time. We were working, a lot of long hours, long stuff, so we missed a lot of milestones for the boys. And like I said, all moms can relate. So so I just wanted those were one of the biggest pains. Everything else was pain, but I think that's what I kind of was more painful in a sense, because I wasn't able to see my boys grow. I mean, I'm there physically, but sometimes we're so busy, and then you get home, and then you just it's so exhausted, so you don't have that quality time for the boys and the different type of milestones because you're working all day.
I
So
know.
yeah,
I totally can
yeah.
relate to that. Same here. Prior to
Mm-hmm.
founding online business, I've been working triple jobs. That's why it's really hard. You know, I'm missing a lot of time for the
Mm-hmm.
family, especially for the kids. There are times that
Mm-hmm.
boys are asking me to, can you just stay home? But if I
Mm-hmm.
miss
Mm-hmm.
shift, it's a big what do you call this, it's a big effect on our salary, right? That's why
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to be with your kids, but at the same time you also want to earn more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
before I will ask you before I will ask you the next question, let's just say hello to our viewers. We have two viewers now.
Hi.
So we have Ellie, Stephen Ellie. Thank you so much. Aloha.
Hi.
So thank you so much, Sis Ellie and Steve. So
Thank you.
um, yeah, for those who are watching us, I know we are very global. Comment down below where you are tuning from. If you
Mm-hmm.
have any questions for us later on, just reach out to us, comment down below, and we are so happy and we are glad to assist you and give you more informations or answers to your questions. Okay.
Yes.
The
Yes.
next question is, it's kind of the same on the first question, but what let you turn, like, what's your turning point, right? Why did you decide to have an online
Hmm.
business?
Yeah, it kind of, like you said, it ties down to my pain and struggles, right? But I think my turning point was mentally. I think when I saw your ad, I was in bed like praying because I was so exhausted that day, and I wanted. It was just tiring with the whole routine, same old. You come home, you work, you come home, and I just felt like emotionally, spiritually, everything was just like not in place. when you come into that season in your life and you're like, oh my gosh, I see a lot of people are successful and here I am, I'm still where I'm supposed to be. And so I felt and knew that I wanted more. I wanted not just a normal, quote, quote, life.
Yes.
I wanted to pursue more things, but I just didn't know where or how. Because I just kind of felt like I don't have any talents.
True.
I didn't have any sources. So that was my turning point, because I was remembering laying in bed and just kind of figuring out, well, what are we gonna do? Like, we can't just be in a cycle. We've been doing this for so long, because that's just what we were raised or know, right? We just
Mhm.
work. And but we knew that the job or our money, we can't take it till when we die. Is what I
Yeah,
say. Like, it's
exactly.
not, you lose all of those quality time. And so I think that's what I was longing for, to um have more time to balance, because I was working for, like, for all I was working since I was 16,
Oh,
basically. So
wow.
I never stopped working. So
Wow.
I was a high school worker, so I worked throughout high school, and I was just raised that way in the Filipino background, right? You just work,
Yes, true.
and you're normal to work multiple jobs as
Mhm.
young as they train you. They train you really young.
You know.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so I was working ever since 16. So and I've always had that desire. When my firstborn was born in 2015, but
Mhm.
there was never a resource. Like, it was just a need, or it was just a dream.
Yes.
Um, so that was my turning point. That maybe it was 2 years ago when I saw your ad. When I was like, okay, well, something needs to change, because it was
Yes.
just, we're not getting any younger, and so
So
we want to preserve our mental thoughts, and all that kind of stuff. So
I totally
yeah.
agree. Yeah, it's the same
Hmm.
here. It's really hard, right? It's really hard to
Yeah.
what do you call this, to give the life that we want for our family, but we are,
Hmm.
we don't have enough resources. And by the
Yeah.
way, you mentioned 2 years ago. Um, Today, October 25, exactly 2 years ago, was your onboarding video call with me and Coach Katrina.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh, really?
25, yes. It showed on my memory, or like, and I said, "Oh my god, it's perfect," right?
Oh
So
my
it's like our
goodness.
anniversary, right? It's like our anniversary today. So yeah, it was a great
Wow.
partnership with you, and I'm so glad, I'm so happy with your business results, right? Like,
Hmm.
you already planted the seeds, and now you're ready to
Hmm.
harvest. So you know what? Let's
Right.
go straight to our third question, right?
Hmm.
Um, what is the biggest result or change that happened since you started your online business?
I mean, there's a lot. Of course, my knowledge, right? Because I didn't know anything about the online world, right? I mean, I knew they existed, but I didn't really know. But I think the biggest change was, stepping outside of my comfort zone. Aside from the benefits of what the business can do. I mean, of course, I'm still pursuing that dream, right? I still have goals with the business, and I still want a bigger, I want to get to where I'm supposed to get. And it takes time. I mean, I'm in 2 years, and I feel like sometimes there's moments where I'm like, oh, it's been 2 years, or, but I feel like the goal is to just not stop, right? I mean, even if there's hiccups here and there. So I think, changes would be just kind of stepping out of my comfort zone, doing these kind of things. Example right here, right? Go live.
Yes.
I mean, I have people compliment, like, sometimes when I go live, some they're like, "Oh, you're so comfortable on camera, and you're so," I'm like, I don't know. So I didn't know I had that type of feedback. So I'm like, oh, maybe I could, right? So
Yes.
um, yeah, so I guess that is my most important thing, is, and then just kind of I guess getting more experience or getting different knowledge with all the
Mhm.
different activities we have with the business, the different challenges,
True.
and primarily is really stepping out of your comfort zone, because it's not my my expertise, right? And so you have to learn as you go, right? So you have to learn sometimes, how do I go live? How do I do this? And um, yeah, and I guess just being myself, I guess I just kind of been able to learn who I am, just kind of being up in camera or showing who I am, just kind of taught me to just be myself because usually I don't let people in a sense.
Mhm.
So allowing myself to have people come in and mentor and just kind of tell you, hey, this is how you should do and whatnot and whatnot. So, I
Exactly.
mean, that's, yeah,
Actually, it's the skills, right? Like
right.
improving yourself at first, because
Mm-hmm.
all of like majority of us here doesn't have any business background, especially social
Right.
media marketing or social media
Mm-hmm.
business, right? So yeah, same here with me. When I started the business, I don't know how to do a go live. Now I'm using this fancy
Yeah.
StreamYard to do a go
Yeah,
live, right?
exactly.
So those
Yes,
are the things that
exactly.
we celebrate, um,
Mm-hmm.
on our trainings, or one of my trainings that I shared before was to celebrate each wins, like even little wins, like for
Mm-hmm.
example learning new skills, using new material for your business
Mm-hmm.
gadget, something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
reaching out to or helping out to other business owners, right? Before, I
Right.
know before Lala, she was shy, she's not unsure with what she's doing, but now she's stepping up, right? She's
Mm-hmm.
being a leader now to other business owners, and that's what we do here, right? It's we are open to being a servant leader within the community, and yeah, I'm so excited for your success, Sis Lala. Keep it
Yeah.
up. I know, perfect timing. Everything has time. And congratulations, right? Congratulations
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank
business
you.
partner, and more to come. All right.
Yes.
So, sis,
Yes.
any parting words to our viewers? Any advice
Um,
for viewers, those who are snooping on us or those who are
mm-hmm.
new in the business community?
Yeah. I always say, when people ask me that, I always encourage people to not look at the destination of where you want to go. I mean, you have to start somewhere. So I think if you have a bigger dream, if your whys and your purpose is big, I think that's going to be your driving force to jump into something really brand new. Because, like we always say, you can't change things if you don't want to change it, right? So you have to change something. You can't just sit there and dream like how I did before the business, right? I just sat there and kind of just hoped and dreamed, which is fine, right? You want that. But you kind of need to have the action. And so it's like, I always say, it's like a prayer, right? For, God provides the resources and answers your prayer, but He doesn't just give it to you. You kind of have to meet Him halfway.
Yes.
So
Definitely.
I always believe in that. Like God will give it to you. It's just He won't do. Sorry, the background's a little. He won't do. He won't just give it to you. Like he'll gladly give it to you, but of course he would rather give it to you halfway because you do have to do some of the work, and that proves that partnership between yourself and with him, right? So it's the same thing with this business, or your dream. You have to step somewhere. You have to start somewhere, even if it's small. And I feel like even if it seems unknown, which is it's normal, we always say, right? So
Yes.
but then again, you won't really know unless you step into it. You're just gonna be stuck with, I don't know, I think so, the maybes. So yeah, I just encourage everyone to just take a look, jump in, because you're not gonna lose anything, to be honest. Because if it's not meant for you, then it's not meant, right? It doesn't work for you. But at least you can say that I looked into it, and versus you just questioning whether the what if I should have, not have, that kind
I
of thing,
know. I totally
right?
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sis Lala,
you.
for sharing your time. I know
Yeah.
it's your lunch break there. And what do you call this? We, as I conclude this, like, look at Lala. If you are in the same situation like her, She was tired, exhausted with the cycle of life. You know what?
Mhm.
Check this out. Maybe this is the opportunity that you are looking for. Maybe this will be
Mhm.
for you too. You know, we have a free info session that you can learn more about this online business and check it out if it's perfect fit for you, like what
Mhm.
Lala did 2 years ago, right? You really, if you desire to change your life, you really need to start from something, even just
Mhm.
small steps that will lead you to bigger steps and bigger results later on. Okay.
Mhm.
So again,
Correct.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
sis. Thank you.
see you around in the community.
I
Bye.
will.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.